Hello guys, this is Aiden, and in case you haven't seen my breakdown of the Batman v Superman trailer, go ahead and be able to see it. It's uploaded right now. But now I'm going to share my ideal cast list for who should play who if they ever adapted the Batman Arkham Trilogy into film form. Now, let's start off with Arkham Asylum. Let's go in chronological order. Of course, not including Origins because that's not really part of the trilogy. As Batman, I have Ben Affleck because I am very confident that he will be a good Batman after that trailer. And if you don't think that he's going to be a good Batman after that trailer, you're an internet troll. And it's official. And as Joker, I've kept Jared Leto because I'm very convinced that he will be a very good Joker. Especially after the Suicide Squad Comic-Con trailer leaked. And his line at the very end, that was amazing. That was so good. And that is Joker. And as Harley Quinn, I've kept Margot Robbie because, I'm being honest here, that's perfect casting right there. That whoever cast her is very smart. And as Scarecrow, I have kept John Noble, who was the voice of Scarecrow in Arkham Knight. This is because I feel like his voice was so creepy and so well done. And I feel like if they didn't show, they never show Scarecrow's face ever. So it doesn't matter if the person who actually does the actions of Scarecrow isn't actually the person that does the voice. I know that's a cop-out that they do in movies, but I think this would be used for a good purpose. Now it's the Riddler. This is one of my favorite casting choices. Crispin Glover. I think this is a great casting decision because of how odd he is. Now, no offense to him, it's just, I feel like the Riddler started off as like a really odd and socially awkward person, which I can guess that Crispin Glover is right now based off his interviews and how he appears in public. And honestly, I think that he could do a really good job with this, and he could deliver maybe even an Oscar-worthy performance with this. And also, as Alfred, I have kept Jeremy Irons from Batman v Superman because, let's be honest, that's great casting, and Jeremy Irons is awesome. And in the trailer, he had very good line delivery, and he was very, 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 like, antagonizing toward Bruce when he wasn't making a good decision, which I know that Alfred clearly is in the comics. You can look this up, you can Google this. There's this one panel where Alfred headbutts Bruce and there's just blood spewing everywhere. That's from a real comic, by the way, and it's awesome. I could totally see Jeremy Irons' Alfred doing that, which is why I think it's great. And I've decided to cast an unknown Mexican actor as Bane. Because enough with the American actors as Bane. That's not comic book Bane. Bane is a Mexican character. And that accent is what makes him a very interesting comic book character, and that's what makes him different from all the other villains. And this is a risky move, but I have cast Bryce Dallas Howard as Oracle because I think that she can. It's mostly can be her voice is for Arkham Asylum, right? Because she never appeared on screen until Arkham Knight. And if they filmed all these movies back to back, it would be very easy. And, I feel like she just seems like a likable person, and she plays likable characters, and I think that she would work for this. And also, her voice sounds a little bit younger than she actually is, which would make this work. And also, this is another risky move, but I have cast Rosamund Pike as Poison Ivy. This is mostly because she was Oscar-nominated for her villainous portrayal of a character in Gone Girl, which is why I think that she could play a really good villain and be very convincing. That's why I've cast her in this. And I don't know how to pronounce this name, but this actor was cast as Killer Croc in Suicide Squad, and I am convinced that he will be a good Killer Croc because people have said that he's a good actor, and I trust those people, and this was a hard character to cast. His name is Adewale Akinwumi Ajibaje. I'm sorry, I don't mean to insult anyone who has names similar to that. It's just not very easy for me to pronounce, and I'll attempt it. Adewale Akinwumi Ajibaje. That's the best I can do. I'm not very good at pronouncing these things. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. And that's the end of the main casting for Arkham Asylum. Now let's move on to the main casting of Arkham City. Coming back as Batman and Joker, Ben Affleck and Jared Leto. Coming back as Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie. New casting. Matt Nable as Ra's al Ghul because he was in Arrow Season 3, and he was probably one of my favorite parts of Arrow Season 3 because he was antagonizing and he was a good villain. And he worked as Ra's al Ghul. It was a casting decision I know a lot of people would have made, but Ben Kingsley is Hugo Strange. Ben Kingsley is an excellent actor, and he can morph into any role. He has played the Mandarin and Gandhi. Yeah, that's great. That's great. And, that's just a really great decision. And, I know that Deadshot was only a side mission character in Arkham City, but I think that he could still play a small role, and I'm keeping Will Smith from Suicide Squad because I think that Will Smith is great, and he does work for the role, and in the teaser trailer that they leaked online for Suicide Squad from Comic-Con, I think he is good. I'm keeping Bryce Dallas Howard as Oracle and Jeremy Irons as Alfred, keeping the unknown Mexican actor as Bane, Crispin Glover as Riddler. This is a gutsy move that I don't think many people would make, but I'm casting Taylor Kitsch as Ezreal, because why not? And I think that dude has more potential in him. He's just gotten very bad luck with the movies that he's picked. And Ezreal, I think that he could pull that off. He could pull off a friendly sort of character that can predict doom or whatever. He was not good as Gambit, though. But this isn't a Gambit sort of character, so I think he would be fine with it. And Andy Serkis as a motion capture Solomon Grundy. I thought this out really well, because Andy Serkis, I feel like I needed him to be in here somewhere because he's so great, and I love his portrayals and his characters. Him as Caesar in Dawn and Rise of the Planet of the Apes, that's one of my favorite portrayals of a character ever in a film. Because he is so, he's done it so well. And I think that he could easily step into a villainous role very easily. Although he doesn't really speak that often, but that's fine. Andy Serkis would still be great for it. And a move that I don't know if a lot of people would make, but based on the success of Kingsman, The Secret Service, I'm casting Taron Egerton as Robin. Haven't seen Kingsman, heard it was awesome, heard he was great in it, and I'm counting on that. Now, this is stepping into spoiler territory for Batman Arkham Knight, just in case you haven't seen it. Or, I mean, played it and gotten to the ending. Or at least don't know the main spoilers for the game. So, spoiler warning, in case you don't know what happened at the end of Arkham Knight, starting here. Okay, so I'm keeping Ben Affleck and Jared Leto as Batman and Joker, and John Noble as Scarecrow, and I'm casting Jensen Ackles as the Arkham Knight, because, spoilers, the Arkham Knight is Jason Todd. And Jensen Ackles has played Jason Todd before very well. And, it was just his voice in Batman Under the Red Hood. Batman Under the Hood, I mean, whatever it was called. Something like that. But, he was very good, and I can very much see him doing something like this again. Especially because Supernatural is ending. So, yeah. Now, let's keep on going. Keeping Taylor Kitsch as Ezreal, keeping Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, keeping Taron Egerton as Robin, keeping Bryce Dallas Howard as Oracle, and this is a new casting decision that I'm not really a big fan of, but it's one that I made and I'm sticking by. Michael Caine as Simon Stead, because Michael Caine's a great actor. I'm sure he can do an American accent pretty well, though, too. He's a great actor, he can do a great accent, or he can practice. And, yeah, I'm sticking by that, and, yeah, come at me, Internet. I don't know who would care about this. And this is one of my favorite casting decisions in this. Logan Lerman as Nightwing, because in case any of you don't know me that well, or just haven't watched many of my videos, The Perks of Being a Wallflower is my favorite movie of all time, because I feel like Logan Lerman was so good in the movie, and he was such a likable guy, and I feel like he's not getting the love that he deserves. He should be in a really high-budget movie like this. But he isn't. And he isn't obliged to be in any of these big contract movies, and I think that would be really great for him. And I think that he works as this. He's a likable guy. Here we go. Manu Bennett as Deathstroke because Arrow Season 2 was fantastic and he was one of the best parts of it. Dominic Purcell as Firefly because Dominic Purcell played Heatwave in The Flash Season 1 and he was good at it, and Heatwave is all obsessed with fire and so is Firefly. They're honestly basically the same character with just a few minor differences. And I think that he could do that very easily. Aaron Eckhart is Two-Face. Couldn't think of anyone really better, but this is fine. I like this decision. Unknown elderly British actor is Penguin. That's fine, because I really couldn't think of anyone, and he should be comic accurate. Jeremy Irons is Alfred again, and a new casting decision that I like. Emma Stone is Vicky Vale, because Vicky Vale is a likable character that just doesn't really know that much about what's going on around her, and Emma Stone is really likable, and I think she could pull that off very easily. Boom, there you go. That's my thoughts. There are a few that I'm not a big fan of, but I was just stalling there and trying to come up with some decisions for stuff that I thought that I couldn't really find ideas for. There you go, that's my video, and be looking out for reviews for Jurassic World and Inside Out, because I just saw Inside Out and it was great, and I can't wait to review it for you guys. Whew, that's a mouthful. And be expecting another vlog very soon, too. So guys, until next time, adios, amigos.